Brady. That's 10.
It's like, it just feels like someone stabbing a knife into it.
In this documentary, you're going to really understand how far is too far. This Arizona Monster 300 is the longest point-to-point race on Earth. You know, not only is it 300 miles, but it's 41,000 feet of elevation, which is about 1.5 times the height of Everest. This race is 60 miles further than I've ever gone before. And reflecting back on the Moab 240, my quads gave out at 224 miles, and I had to limp out of there for the last 16 miles. You know, this is 2 days further than that. 10,000 more feet of elevation and descent. And even after that, it's been 104 degrees or 105 degrees for the past week, and they're not expecting it to cool down until mid-race.
All right, guys, so 4 hours, 24 minutes in, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't suffered like this early into a race ever. It is so hot. I'm really concerned about running out of water, though. I think I still have like 2.5 hours before I get to aid station. I feel like I'm almost out of water.
After finishing the Moab, I just felt kind of empty. I just felt like I needed something else. You know, like, I guess I think us people are builders, and I think a lot of us, we may not even know this, but I know it about myself, is that if I don't have something that I'm working towards, that I'm building, whether it's myself or other people or towards goals of business or my children, then I'd feel this lack of satisfaction. You know, I finished the Moab 240 for myself. And the gratification when you do something for yourself is like, I mean, it was probably gone by the time I walked away from that finish line.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Get up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Belly flop. The biggest belly flop ever.
You know, I had this vision of my daughters in the hospital bed, sick. I mean, you can envision this yourself if you're watching this. Envision your own child sick in the hospital. This came upon out of absolutely nowhere. Now you're in the hospital because they had a cold and you wanted to go to get them checked out, and the doctors, you know, start doing some testing. They hook them up to machines. They start realizing that this isn't just a cold, this is lung cancer or a brain issue. I envision your child hooked up to the machines, and then you overhear the doctor whisper something to the other doctor and say, you know, they don't have much longer to live. And all the tests that your child has to go through, and the surgeries and the chemo and the, you know, therapies, and, you know, you've got your 6-year-old child living helplessly in the hospital. It's terrifying. And we started doing research and try to figure out who can we help? How can we help them? And we've heard about Make-A-Wish. We did our own research, and we thought, wow, what if we could be that random stranger to help grant these children their last wish, their most magical day. What if we could help put that smile on that child's face when all they are doing is living in fear, living through survival, trying to just get through one day at a time. They're in hospital beds and not playgrounds. What if we could create that opportunity for the family to have that lasting memory forever of their child after the child passes on? What if we could use my legs for a reason to help these kids and a way to raise the money, to raise the awareness, to create more impact than we could have ever done on our own. And so we decided we're going to start the 0 to 100 Wishes project, where the goal is to raise $1 million to grant 100 wishes. And it's not about the money, just like this race coming up, the 300 miler is not about the miles. We set the goal to raise $300,000 to grant 30 life-changing wishes. It's $10,000 a wish. So it's not about the miles, it's about the families. And so if I can do this, if we can raise the money, the $300,000, then we're going to change the lives of 30 people. That's what this is about. This is not about the miles, it's about the people and the families and the children, and giving them hope when all they're doing is living in fear. And it's going to be completely random strangers that are going to do that for them. And hopefully the body holds up. Hopefully 300 miles isn't too far. Going into this, like, the only time to prepare for worst case scenario is before the race, right? You got to make sure that the right people show up with the right attitudes, with the right toolboxes in their arsenal, just the personality and their ability to solve problems and their ability to stay positive. So Tyler became the crew chief. He had also ran the Arizona Monster 300 the year prior, so he knew what the sections looked like. He was able to give a lot of that insight. He was also training for the Cocodona 250, so he was in for the miles. And then my buddy Caleb, that guy's ran for over 1,000 days in a row. He loves just putting miles in. He was actually helped pace me on my very first 100 miler. And we also had, Christy, Kylie, and Lexi. So we had the entire family. And, Kylie's incredible when it comes to being a crew member. Like, she just honestly is in the weeds, always helping, always getting things. And so I was super excited to have her back on the crew too. And of course, Christy is like the mother. She gets all the things, makes sure that if there's a problem, it can be solved. And she's ultimately the gatekeeper if we pull the plug. That's at least what she says. So yeah, we had a solid crew going into this. And it was probably one of the easiest preps that I've had from a race because of the experience that we've got, but also the experience of the crew. What's up, guys? Morning of the race. This is all the stuff that I have to carry on me. So, Hoka running shoes, 3 liters of water here. We got some Swedish fish, 500 calories of extra food. I've got another 700 right here. This is my electrolyte drink. So I'll drink one of these every single hour. So I'll be running with the 3 liters there. These are 750 mils. So this is another 3 liters right here. So I'll be carrying 6 liters. Headlamps, yes, gonna carry this all day, all night. Headlamps, 2 of them. Gaiters, keep the dirt out of the shoes. This is an ice bandana to put around my neck. Sun hat, bivy, in case of emergency, in case you need to sleep in the desert somewhere and can't get out. There's gloves, hats, the water vest, all this stuff goes in this thing. This is pants, long sleeve shirt, a coat, and then my poles and my pole gloves, sunscreen. So yeah, there's a bit to carry. We're gonna start loading this up and getting it on the back and head to the start line. I didn't really get the race nerves until we got in the van. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, it's ready just to go. Like, the last thing you want to do is just drag out. And unfortunately, I think we had like an hour and a half drive. And so we got the music on, you know, just trying to just relax and be thankful, you know, for the opportunity that we get to do this. But yeah, when we got there, everybody's there. We have to do our gear check, make sure everything's in there, put the tracker on. You know, of course, you gotta use the bathroom. The nervous Nellies happen, and you're using the bathroom, and you're just itching. You know, putting more sunscreen on, trying to figure out: do I want the floppy hat? Do I want the things on the sleeves on my arms? You know, do I want the ice bandana? Trying to get the ice bandana on. It's like, it's all kind of overwhelming, to be honest. It's like, you end up feeling like claustrophobic, and it's like, how far, you know, you're trying to think about, okay, I'm going to start this thing, and I've got, you know, so many miles to the first aid station. Do I really need to be carrying all this water? And then, you know, do I have the right amount of nutrition? You're really second guessing everything. And then Candace gets up, you know, in front of everybody.
All right, repeat after me. If I get lost.
If I get lost.
Hurt.
Hurt.
Or die.
Or die.
It's my own damn fault.
It's my own damn fault. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And all of a sudden, we're off. You know, and when you're starting these races, like, I've learned, you just gotta pace yourself. You gotta run your own race. And although, you know, it's only 60 more miles past what I've gone before, that's 2 days potentially. Like, that's not just 60 miles. It's not just, you know, 30% more. It's about how much you got to climb up these mountains and how far you got to go down the mountains. And, you know, the fact that I believe like 98% of this entire race is on single track trail, right? That's significantly different and significantly harder than if 50% of it was on double track trails. Because it's just, your footing is that much tighter. Your footing is always on rocks and bends. And so there was a lot of experience in this race. And so it was interesting just to watch people pace themselves.
All right, just left aid station number 1. 7 miles down. And this next section's like 21 miles. So it's very long. So we loaded up. It's carrying about 5.5 liters of water because this little flask busted a hole in it. So we'll be drinking it first. And then, yeah, 21 miles is, I don't know, could take 6 hours. Could take 7 hours. Could take 5. So let's hopefully we go for the 5. We'll see. All right, guys, so 4 hours, 24 minutes in, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't suffered like this early into a race ever.
The reality was it was freaking hot. Like, I'd never felt this bad early in any race ever. And I mean, just to reflect on this, like, we were only like 15, 12 miles into this thing. We still had legitimately hundreds of miles to go. And I remember we were getting closer to the aid station. We were probably still 6 miles out. And I get up to this guy, and he's up. We finally climbed these mountains, and we're getting so dehydrated at this point that anytime you're going up a mountain or at any hill, I just kept on repeating myself. I'm like, oh my God, my blood feels like molasses.
All right, guys, so the sun's starting to set. Oh man, I'm only 22.5 miles in. This is not fun out here. Everybody's been sitting down, taking shade, taking cover. Just sat down with a guy who's literally passed out. Oh, This is the 21.2 mile section with no water, and it was so hot today. But we are getting the sunset. I think I'm like 5.5 miles out. We're basically out of water for, I don't know, way too long. Oh, dude, this is so hard.
So we knew we were getting close. You know, we were starting to, and it was starting to cool down. So it got dark, thank God. And we get to this river. Well, we have to cross the river to get to the aid station on the other side.
All right, made it to the aid station. Got Eli suffering right here.
Oh, fucking dying, man.
Everybody is in the exact same shape. Just
I'm just like, I'm in my head right now. You in your head? Yeah. This looks like a nice DNF place. I'm not gonna lie.
it's not gonna happen for us.
I know.
That's how everybody's feeling. That's the vibes right now.
We're all mangled, and I sit there and I just start drinking water, and I get like 2 of my flasks in there. I drink a Coke, and all of a sudden the cramps come. I straightened out in the folding chair, and the chair collapsed. It broke, and they're like, and I'm screaming and moaning and groaning, and because my entire abs cramped. So eventually Ryan kind of got up. I went and laid on a cot beside Eli, and we're both mangled. I laid there for about an hour and 45 minutes, you know, talking about this, and he was like, I don't know if I can keep going. Like, I'm like, bro, like, we don't have a choice. Like, we get to do this. Like, you know, and I was telling him what I was trying to tell myself. I was trying to tell him what I was trying to believe in myself, that we have to do this. Listen, I'm doing this for this reason, and you got to think about this. Like, there's many people, there's kids in this world, there's many people that don't get the choice, that have to go through worse pain than us, that don't have fresh water every day. And I was telling him all these things. You really probably to tell myself, right? Because if you say it out loud, you know, you tend to believe it. And you know, you don't really know how bad it is though. Like the good news is that I probably didn't pee, because if I did, I'm sure I would have had rhabdo. And like, I'd never cramped like that, bro, in my entire life.
All right, we're going back across the river, bare feet. All right, so been at this aid station for like an hour and a half. Drank like 6 liters of fluids, and then thought my cramp got the cramps away at least, but then puked it all up. But
Me too.
time to get back after it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Keep those feet wide.
Because as I know, I've already been down the road with Brady with rhabdo, and it's not really where we want it to go. It's not worth it. So.
100%. You remember the guy that sprinted to pass David Goggins at the very end of Moab?
Jesus! Fuck yeah! That was a rough one! Hey, man! Hey! Everybody got fucked up knees! I got broken toe. We were sprinting? We're sprinting, right? We're gone. I see you guys looking brother. Respect, boy. Yeah, we're throwing out 530s, dog. Yeah. Respect. Cam goes, you guys are both crushing. I said, he's got 4 miles on me. I'm going to try and catch him. Respect. You almost did. But guess what? You got it. You did. You got it.
Yeah, that Eli. Yeah, have you seen his Instagram?
Yeah, he just DNF. He said he couldn't do as what you just said. He didn't want to go to that level.
He did.
So he's bailed out.
Yeah, that's hardcore if he's gone.
Exactly. It's like the conditions are worse about it because of the heat.
Yeah, it's windier and cooler today, but it's definitely something that we're gonna have to look at, especially now if people are starting to DNF, especially people like him.
Hey guys, unfortunately, I DNF Monster 300. I feel like I let you guys down, myself down, and then more importantly, my dad down since he passed last year. This race was attached to him, but I didn't want to get rhabdo. I was cramping and throwing up for an entire day. I just couldn't get any food down, and it just kept getting worse, and I just had to pull the plug. It just wasn't my day, and just know all the greats fail and they come back stronger, and that's how I see the situation. And you know, I'm trying to attempt shit that 99.999% of them won't even try to do. So I'm always in the arena, I'm always giving it my all, and I'll continue to do that. I got another race in 4 weeks, so I'll see you guys at Coconut 250, and thank you guys all first.
It just goes to show you that some of even the best trained, well-trained, mentally strong people, right? The conditions out here are not for the faint of heart, and we'll be assessing what Brady looks like at mile 75 quite seriously at this point.
So my goal for this next section was just to rehydrate. I don't care how fast I need to drink the water. I'm gonna get to peeing as quick as I can, because I know that if I can't recover, then I'm screwed. And eventually I actually started feeling pretty good. I'm like, damn, I'm back. And like, the interesting thing is, like, although I could run, my legs felt like I hadn't done leg day in 30 years, and I went and smoked the legs. Like, there was damage done.
Guys,
How's it feel to see the crew?
amazing. It's a lot. It's been a long 24 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna get in there though and eat it, okay, kiddo?
It's 1:32, so you've literally been going for
25 hours, yeah. All right, maybe I'll just get my butt in there.
Okay, yeah, whatever you.
I'm glad that you slowed down in that section as hard as it is. It pushed you back, but I think it allowed you to maintain your energy.
Yeah.
Somewhat, control it somewhat.
Yeah, well, when I got there, Glaze was there, Eli was there.
Yeah.
Like everybody was, like everybody, like hit the wall. Like there was people puking everywhere, cramping everywhere. Everybody ran out. Yeah.
Well, dude, know that we're so proud of you for pushing through. Seriously.
That was brutal, dude. Like it was like when I was in that pain, I was like, all right, well, this is why the kids are, you know, that's all you had to think about.
Yeah.
You're like, I get to do this. They, you know, they're in the same pain or worse, right?
Yeah, yeah. No comparison.
Yeah.
No comparison.
Yeah.
You know, the goal here, the thought process was, it's going to be 100 degrees during the day. Why don't we take our hour and a half sleep during the day, so that way I can move really well at night? Because I just went through that entire past night, and like I was able to continue to run. I was able to continue to move during the day. So we took that approach with the strategy. You know, didn't know how that was going to all pan out, but that was the goal.
Right, so it's 3:30, so we just woke up from hour and a half nap. Got a good sleep, it looked like. Right now, just doing everything he needs to get him back on the trail. So filling water bottle, is going to replenish his pack with all his nutrition that he needs to get him the next 30 miles, which take about 9 to 10 hours. We're going to address his feet. He's got a couple blisters popping up, so we're going to Caleb's going to tape those, and then sunscreen, ice cream in, all the stuff to keep him cool on the trail. So hopefully we can get him rolling in the next 20-30 minutes or so.
I'm getting ready and I throw my backpack on, and they're trying to convince me to wear this other like waist pack because I ran out of water already. They're trying to protect me and make sure I don't run out of water again. Well, I put all this stuff on and I'm like, this waist pack is too much. I'm feeling like just claustrophobic again. I'm like, we're going into the night. I don't need this. So I kind of felt bad. I took it off and I'm still like, this pack feels really light. Anyway, so we start running. I run with my daughters for the first, like, you know, part of a mile, and then all the crew takes off, and I'm running down this road, and all of a sudden I have music on in my ears, and I'm just loving life, singing probably to my own, and then eventually somebody, like, I hear like a noise and somebody yelling at me, and I look back, and it's like, you know, like Fabian and all the crew, they're all running out here. I'm like, what is going on? They're like, well, the reason why your pack was so light was because we forgot your water. It's like, oh, great. So you guys are trying to overhydrate me, and then you actually didn't give me the water I needed.
Imagine that.
Oh, dude. First mistake.
Here we go. All right.
Godspeed.
Now I gotta warm back up.
Yep. Great job.
So this next section, we have 16 miles, 2,500 feet of elevation. And, you know, the good news is that it was probably only an hour and a half before it's dark. That's the good news. The bad news is that you got to run alone all night long. All right, so this is definitely not a place to be sleepwalking. Look at this. This is like surrounded by those plants that just stab you. Jeez, look at this. We were actually warned when we got to Tucson about these cactuses that shoot their quills out at you and like stick into you if you get close to them. And it's starting to get into the wee hours of the night, and like I'm getting pretty tired, and I'm like envisioning myself sleepwalking, stumbling into these things, and sure enough, at one point, oh geez, somehow I gotta get these out. Look at those ginormous thorns right in my skin everywhere. And they literally just like filled my entire hand. There was probably like 15 different barbs in it, and I had to grab the thing and rip it out, and you know, it was bleeding. I'm just like, this is insane, right? You've got bushes that want to attack you. You sleep, if you lay down on the ground, you got scorpions and rattlesnakes. Like, this is a pretty hostile environment.
All right, quick update here. So from the start up here, Brady has made it all the way to mile 105, which is right here. So Tiger Mine. So he's officially over a third of the way through, actually. So he's doing awesome. We're about to, when he gets here, we'll assess how he's doing and see if he wants to take a quick rest. It's about 1:45 a.m. Or if he's feeling good and wants to keep pushing. The next two sections are probably some of the toughest of the entire race. The next crude aid station will be 24 miles from this point. The first push will be 9 miles from Tiger Mine to Oracle. Slowly kind of work your way up, drop down, and then you start your climb up to Lemon. The climb to Mount Lemon, it's technical. It's a grind. It's 14 miles. You gain over 6,000 feet. End up at over 8,000 foot elevation. So, like I said, it's very technical. There's 25-30% grade sections, loose rock. So he definitely has his work cut out for him, but he'll pick up the pacer from here on, and so we'll be with him every step of the way. And he's killing it.
Thank you. Oh. It's the wrong height. Glad I don't have shorter legs. 91.
Thank you. Good work.
Yeah, leading up to this aid station, I still felt pretty good, but my legs were destroyed. And like, not destroyed from running 105 miles, because that's where we're at, but destroyed from the cramping. Oh, God. Another 30 miles done. Can you try to roll over on that side there? See, the other side on the quad, or the yeah up there on towards you. Yeah, right in there. Ow. Your hamstring? Sorry. Yeah, hammy. And then over on the kind of towards the IT band a little bit. My buddy Thomas was there. I asked him to roll my legs out, and it was just like excruciatingly painful. And it wasn't, you know, because of like anything besides they're just sort of touch, period. It hurt to go up, it hurt to go down. And when I think back to the Moab 240, like I was 170 miles into this, and this was like, I felt 10 times worse for the last 75 miles. So the damage that was done in those dehydrated miles was pretty extreme. And the downside of the really challenging part that I was having mentally as I was leaving this aid station was the worst is yet to come.
Body warms, so just keep it.
Fuck, it's cold. Wish you could say it was cold yesterday, huh?
Yeah. That's a good point. I'll stop complaining.
Yeah.
This next section has 6,000 feet of elevation. It's up Mount Lemon. And I'm leaving this in the dark, but the sunrise is coming soon. And you know what happens in the desert when the sun rises, it gets hot.
All right, quick update here. Welcome to morning of day 3. We are about mile 115 in. Sunrise in the background. Brady's absolutely crushing it. Started pacing with him at mile 105. You can have a pacer from here to the finish. So we'll be with him every step of the way. He's doing great. Look at that. He's still running. Go, brother, go.
Part of the challenge is that I live at sea level. And so if you've ever ran in Florida, it's completely flat, right? There is no elevation. The biggest hill is a bridge. And so the challenging thing really was that I wasn't able to get my training in because of my back issues that during my whole training cycle. So I did have a lot of fear of like, how is the body going to tolerate this? All right, we've started our 6,000 foot ascent to the peak of Mount Lemmon, which is back there. So yeah, we'll be doing this for what? Over the next 5 hours?
Yeah, five, 6.
Hopefully we get done at 5. So we started climbing up Mount Lemmon, and I mean, it's pretty steep. It was, you know, we were going pretty slow, one step at a time, and there was false summit beyond false summit beyond false summit, and it legit, like, I couldn't believe it because Tyler had ran this section before, and I'm like, Tyler, he's like, it's just over here and there, and I'm like, I don't know how many times Tyler could be wrong, but like, he was wrong every time. I'm like, bro, I'm not blaming you for this, but like, I hope one of these times you're right. It was brutal. I think we've been 2 miles away for like 8 miles. And it's not Tyler's fault, but Tyler keeps on telling me that this is the last hill, and then there just continues to be more hills. This is kicking the butt out of me.
All right, we are currently at mile 129 aid station, which is Mount Lemmon. Brady is currently 2 miles out from us. When he gets here, we're gonna give him an hour and a half nap so he can just reset the body, get out of the heat for just a little bit. It's currently 12:54, so we'll probably see him in about an hour from now. And then that's when I'll jump in and pick him up and take him all the way to Rehydration, which is about a 26-mile section.
I think we could sum that up by saying that was not nearly as easy as I had it made out in my head.
Hardest part is done now, though, man.
That was living hell.
Dude, look at that view behind you, though.
I know.
You hiked up from down there.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. We hit every single peak on the way up.
How you feeling?
You know, it's only like 5 more miles, but every mile takes climbing over a mountain peak in an hour. I'm gonna feel really good when this is over.
Way to go. Welcome to the mountaintop.
Whoa.
The van's up.
91.
91. On behalf of all of us here on Mount Lemmon, I want to welcome you to Mount Lemmon Summit, the Mount Lemonade Station. Do we have lemonade?
We do.
Oh, good.
1331.
1331. Congratulations on climbing the mountain.
Thank you. I feel like we climbed every mountain.
All the mountains. Hey, Jordy.
Every peak.
We're friends. Let's go. Good job.
Hey,
My boy crushed it.
Good job, brother.
Legend, man.
Good job, boys.
Good job, man. Crushed it.
I did all right.
Thank you, man.
So we get to that next aid station. Christy actually had smoothies, which was amazing, and had some more soup. And this is where, you know, God bless him, Thomas gets after the blisters again. And so, you know, I had blisters on my toes, on my side of my feet, and the feet were pretty sore. I mean, a lot of the trail wasn't flat, and so like a lot of boulders and a lot of the pressure on the sides and the ankles. And so the sides of the feet and the toes would just hurt so bad. But just keep in mind, like, we're only 128 miles into this thing. So we're not even halfway, but it feels like we're like the wear and tear on the body, but felt like I was 3/4 the way there. Yeah, see you, honey.
Love you.
Love you.
You're doing amazing.
Well, I'll see you in Tucson here. I'll be there soon.
Don't rush too fast. Enjoy the nighttime. Okay? Lots of people cheering you on.
Oh, Dad.
Bye.
Bye.
At one of the spots, guess what there is?
What?
An in and out.
Oh, I know.
You run right
I
past
know.
it.
We're gonna have to do that for sure.
That in and out.
Are you staying with us?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. What's up, guys? All right. So 129 miles down, which is basically 13 wishes. Just got back from this gnarly section. It was 6,000 feet of gain. And I don't know, I think we saw like 27 different mountain peaks, and they just kept on going higher and higher and higher, false peaks. And it was extremely hard. And anyway, I'm very thankful that that's over. But yeah, so I've slept for I believe 2 hours now in the last 3 days. 3 days. So I'm going to sleep for another hour and a half now, and then we got blisters to be fixing on the dogs, and then we're gonna throw the shoes back on, and guess what? We're gonna get after the rest of the miles. So anyway, thanks everybody for following along, and thanks for all of the donations and the videos and the messages, and you know, pretty excited that we're making so much impact for, you know, these sick children. So I mean, I woke up before I was ready.
Yeah, my guy's just waking up 10 minutes early. He's like, I'm ready to go.
Ready to roll. Like, let's go. We got some shit to do. All right, boys. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Good job. Go grant some more wishes.
Let's do it. Thanks for all the help.
Any final words before you get out there?
No, just one aid station at a time. 16 miles. Is that how far I got to go?
I believe so, yeah.
All right. We leave the aid station at the top of Mount Lemmon, and I got Caleb is now going to pacing me for the next 28 miles. And as we're leaving the aid station, we had like a mile or two up the road before we hit the trail again, and we had like 7,000 feet of descent. And at this time, I get into the trails, and my feet are pretty sore. You know, we're looking off in the distance, and all across Mount Lemmon is this ginormous thunderstorm, and it looks ominous. So we're like, crap, do we put our raincoats on? Do we keep going? Do you wait? Like, what do you do? And of course, we just decided just to keep going. But as I was like, we're going down Mount Lemmon, again, all I'm thinking about is my worst nightmare. Like, well, please, quads, like, God, please, like, we were praying, legitimately praying. And talking strategically how to make sure that the legs could tolerate this because of the past injuries that I've had. So we took our time going down this thing, and it just felt like it was never ending. We eventually get to what we thought was the bottom, and then we're running through like riverbeds and boulders, and we hooked up with David Park and Dr. Brady, who is an orthopedic surgeon. So we ran with them for a few miles. I'm like, Dr. Brady, you are the perfect person to ask. Is running bad for your knees? You know, and sure enough, it's not. He gave us all the reasons why and all the things that are bad for the knees and why this isn't. I'm like, you got an orthopedic surgeon run 300 miles, and there's your advice. So eventually we were moving a little bit fast for Dr. Brady, so we left him behind. We were probably like 7 or 8 miles out from the next aid station. And eventually I just remember that, I remember passing out on the road because I was so tired. And I look back and David's passed out behind me. I'm just like, what are we doing, right? And these ATVs pass us, and we tell them that we're running a 300 mile. They're like, is that even possible? They're like, we don't even like to ride these, they're like, it's gonna take us 2 hours to get out from here. How long is it gonna take you? We're like, yeah, it's probably gonna take us 5 hours.
How was your little dirt nap? Little 5-minute dirt nap.
Brand new. Brand new brain, anyway.
Yep. And David, how was your 2-minute dirt nap?
Felt like
He woke up and said it felt like it was 30 minutes.
All right, it is sucky ass 2 o'clock in the morning, and Brady's just about here. He's at 156 miles in, which is absolutely amazing. It's been a torturous 156 miles to get to this point. I'm picking him up now, and we're going to be going about 18 miles. So he's coming off of a mountain, and right now his quads are going to be on fire. He's lost 6,000 feet of gain in a fairly substantial drop into the valley. And then we're coming in here and we're picking him up over here. So we're going to be dropping another 612 feet, but we're not going to gain too very much. We're going to be in the valley now.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Yes.
It is, what time is it?
2:13.
2:13 a.m.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, all good.
Over halfway through.
Yeah.
Bring the light back over.
Yeah, my feet are just so sore. Like,
Are they?
they're just like, yeah, really achy. So, but we've been running for the last while.
Hey, you guys have been crushing miles.
Yeah. So we got 66 good miles to do crush. So I'm gonna get a good rest so I can run that.
Yeah.
Crew?
Yeah.
You gonna stop here, or are you going straight to your crew?
We're gonna go.
Okay.
I think he's got some soup ordered, and then.
Oh, that's right. I got the soup for you. There you
Yeah.
go. Do that.
My legs, like my feet are really sore, but my legs feel better today than they did yesterday.
Yeah.
Like that aching, that like, remember that feeling that I was saying, like that workout, post-workout feeling?
Yeah.
That's gone away.
Okay.
So that's good. But they do get gas real easy.
Are your feet just sore? Like they're just like tired, or?
Feet are just like achy.
Achy?
Yeah. Hello, I'm doing great. We ran the last 12 miles. The last 6 of the first 19, and then the rest of that was horrible, and you couldn't walk it, or couldn't run. And then we ran the last 6 of that going into the last aid station, and then it was 6, maybe 8 miles actually to here, and we ran all that. So I'm gonna have a quick little nap just to give my feet a rest. They're pretty achy, and then gonna get back out there with Thomas and start smashing out these road miles. So we'll see you along the way.
You have a preference, spring?
Those liquid ones are really good.
The next section I was actually looking forward to because, one, it was flat. I could put on my squishy New Balance shoes, and I get back out there with my buddy Thomas. And at this point, we were in pretty good position. I feel like we were in like 23rd or 26th position, something around that line out of all the starters. And I remember I was just like, we passed like 4 people leaving that aid station. And I was just so tired still. We hit this trail, the flat trail, and I knew we were going to be on it forever. I'm just like, I just need 10 minutes. or 5 minutes. So he's like, dude, those guys are going to pass you. I'm like, I don't care. I need 5 minutes. I'm like, just wake me up right before they get here. So I'm passed out on the trail. He sets my alarm. I throw my backpack on, and we get back after it. And so we go up there for another couple hours, and there's a Dunkin' Donuts. And when you're on a 300-mile ultra marathon and you pass a restaurant, you go in it. So the girls came, we sat down, we all had our coffees and our cookies. Some people came up, they all did the exact same. So all the people that we thought was going to pass us all went right into Dunkin' Donuts.
Breakfast of Champions.
And then we kept on going. And that next little section, it was actually cool catching up with these dudes that they've done extremely hard things together. They're actually racing it together, and we bounced back and forth for the most of the rest of the race. We hopscotched each other at different aid stations. They would sleep, we would sleep. So we get to that next aid station, and this is a unique thing about the Arizona Monster 300 is that you're right in the middle of the city. You are actually allowed to leave the trail. This is unique to here. Leave the trail and go to your Airbnb or to wherever you want, a hotel.
If I'm gonna run and have a shower,
Do I just leave this with you guys?
Yeah. If you're gonna leave, just leave the
tractor. Oops, crap.
Yep.
Just take the tractor off and give it to you?
Yeah, you just take the tractor off, I put it in a bag, I number it, and then whenever you come back,
cool,
I'll give that to you.
Let's do that.
Cool, I'll get you guys the coat.
Right
Thank
now
you.
I've got at least 2 tractors.
Yeah, I figured might as well go to the next shower. And good for time. I don't think I'm gonna win it, so.
Oh no, as long as you finish, you win, buddy, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, 91.
Give us the rundown. What's going on? How you feeling? We're at mile, what, 170?
170 something. Yeah. Feel good. Just tired.
Yeah.
And yeah. I think the only reason to keep pushing would be to hold the position. I don't think I need to really do that. So I think because the goal is to raise the money, it's not, and to for sure finish. So I think I'd rather get another sleep. Like right now, I'm still sleepwalking. So.
All right, who's gonna help Brady take a shower? I helped him do his feet, so who's gonna wash his butt?
No! Somebody does!
Who do you want her to wash his butt?
How good does that feel after 176 miles?
So good. Can't wait to get back out there. By the time the day's over, we'll have less than 100 miles to go. It's just no big deal.
Oh, dude, that was a hard section, man. I
Yeah.
wanted to show you.
You really had to.
I really have to show you. I got a blister. Look at that. You see that? Can you see it? You see it?
That's cute. Where's the rest of it?
That's.
Oh, this big blister.
I endured a lot of pain and suffering.
That already.
Just because it was a hard section.
Jeez.
It was really tough.
Maybe it's because I was walking too fast.
Maybe I had to catch up.
Hey. Okay. Every time he paces me, he's either puking or
I've always got something. Well, that's what happens.
something way worse than me.
I'm elderly, so I mean,
you are
true.
the senior citizen.
I'm Unk.
You're Unk.
So we just picked up Brady at Relito aid station around 10:30. Brought him back to the Airbnb so he can get a little bit of rest. I will be pacing him from Relito to Gabe Zimmerman, which is 44 total miles. We expect to get out there around 12:30, which means it'll be peak heat. Right now the forecast is saying 90 degrees, but we'll be running on black asphalt for about 20 miles, which means it'll probably be 15 degrees hotter.
You still have to finish.
No, let's go.
Get up, silly. Get up. Get up. Pick up. Hold on.
Although I was pretty excited about this next section because it was still, we have a whole day of flat road running. Nonetheless, like the legs are still destroyed. They're sore to touch. They're exhausted. They just went up this massive mountain after being, dehydrated, extremely dehydrated, probably had rhabdo, like 125 miles ago. So I've done all that damage since, but thankfully, it's just like, I'll take any sense or any version of relief that I can. And, although you're never going to get full relief, you're gonna take always some suffering. Today we got the extreme heat, but at least we got a flat road, right? So those are the kind of the wins that we were able to tell ourselves, and so it was actually pretty exciting. We got back out on the trail at 1 o'clock, and at this point, we're kind of keeping an eye on the stats, and you're kind of gamifying it a little bit for you, because not that the position that you're in actually matters at this point. Like finishing a 300 miler is the goal, and the goal really is to help the children, right? Help people that can't. And really, although it doesn't really matter, it's just another thing to keep it interesting. So I was like, looking at to see who was in front of me and just basically let's just see if we can catch up to them, because it's another micro goal. And so we would be walking, and I changed a different strategy where I actually monitored my heart rate, and I would run until my heart rate got up to 135, and then I would walk until it came down to 110. And one of the most enjoyable parts of this entire day was just the fact that we could, you could see people, you could interact with people, and people know about this race. They were coming out and cheering us on and supporting, and it was amazing that just to have that community, because we're literally going through the city. There's two couples we met back there. There was this guy and his wife. They had the stereo blaring and a cooler, and they're like holding up a sign, they're cheering, and you tell them the purpose behind why I'm running 300 miles. And he's like, I'm going to sponsor you. I'm going to give you $500. And it's just like, it was just another great reminder of just exactly why we're doing this. And the next lady, they biked up behind us, gave us popsicles and some oranges, told them the same reason. She's like, hey, send me the link. I'm going to donate now too. But anyway, just a good reminder. All that people really need to know is that there's a cause, and because good people want to give. And that was just another great reminder of that. And we eventually caught up to Andy Glaze, which was cool because, he's fun to talk to. And so Andy, myself, Caleb, and Troy ran the next, probably 10 miles together, maybe 6 miles together to that next aid station. Made it to the next aid station. We were at 200 miles. We have maybe 100 left to go. We're not really sure. We're going to figure it out. Anyway, we're got set up here. The temps have gone down. We're heading into night number 4. I don't really know. But yeah, we're counting down now. So we leave the Valencia aid station, and we're almost to a big milestone. So we're 194 miles into this thing. And we get to the point where we're about to actually go in and do the last 4 mile stretch to the next aid station. And I remember we're kind of trotting, and I felt like my leg was starting to tighten up. And then it probably wasn't 5 minutes where the exact same thing, the thing that my worst nightmare, was starting to happen, but on the opposite leg that had happened on the 240. So my left quad just started locking up, and eventually I'm still being hopeful. It's just whatever, but it just progressively gets worse over 10 minutes, and eventually it's basically right back to what I'd already experienced. But the difference here is it's almost like I asked for it. My worst nightmare was to say, what would happen if I had 85 or 75 or 65 miles to go? Well, it turns out I still have 95 miles to go at this point, and now my quad, it feels like it's torn. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, tell me what's going on.
I went down and had a nap for 10 minutes on the dirt. And then I got up, and it was just a little bit weird, but I was still able to run. And then it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then, when Thomas got there, I knew it was going to be like that. And then, so we had to get 2.5 miles in to the bush, to wherever the aid station was, where we're okay, well, let's try to roll it out and get it fixed. And because he thought that would fix it. And, so we did that. We put the electrical pulse thing that they had on it, and he massaged it a bunch, and it was better. It got a little bit better, but then it just went right back to the way it was. And so it was basically anytime you go up a hill or a little bit downhill, it's like a knife is being just stabbed in it. So
similar to Moab?
It's the exact same, just a different leg.
Which one is it?
It's this one. Exact same, but different leg. It's no fucking way I'm fucking going 90 miles on a fucking leg like that. Yeah, it's almost like it's kind of seems smooth.
That's all we can try to do.
Get some food after
The
us.
only thing I could think of is like, because it's like way too long to do that.
Think about how long it is.
My main issue, if I continue to go that, is like what happens if a calf walks up on the other leg or something like that. Because you're definitely like
Yeah, I know.
changing how you're walking because you're trying not to go on it.
So can we try some of the stretches that Keelan does when you sit on here and you move your hips and stuff when we wake up?
Yeah, hopefully let's see what he does.
Okay.
And this is a physio place in town.
We'll work on it. Okay, get some rest.
Okay. Do the girls want to sleep?
Yep. They're scared to sleep beside you.
Wow. That's weird.
You're stinky.
Remember that during the other days of the week when they
want to. When you're not stinky.
This brush.
Good night, Daddy.
Well, how do you feel about this right now?
I know he's tired. I know we need to give him some rest and some calories. I know he's in a lot of pain. But this is also the turning point where he's relying on all of us to tell him this is not your time to quit. Because let's give him some food, let's give him some rest, and try to rub out this leg. We're like at mile 219. We're so close without, we're 80 miles left to go. And we're not going to let him quit for a pain in his leg because that's something that he wouldn't want us to let him quit for. If it was something that, was going to be severe to, like rhabdo, the heat, a lot of a different type of injury, I think we'd handle it a lot different.
Yeah, so what are we going to tell him? How are we going to keep him going? Because it seems right now, like his mindset right now is like he's ready. He's like done.
Yeah. So I'm texting Apex Physio, our local physio in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and they're giving us some stretches that we can give to Brady and try some different things. They suggested maybe heat pack. So we're about 10 minutes from, civilization. So maybe we can go find a heat pack. But I think what we'll do is just give him some food, some of his favorite food, let him sleep for the 3 hours, and then try to patch it up and see what we can do. And he said, it's just so far to go. And like, what if my calf and my legs? I'm like, stop going down the road of all these what ifs. Like, let's just do aid station to aid station and try to break it down. Because right now he's so exhausted, he can't think the right way. So our jobs right now are to use our clear blinds and use the rest that we've been getting to make sure that we can help him and not let him quit, especially when he doesn't want us to let him quit.
Come get up, buttercup. Wakey, wakey, higgies and makey.
Okay, so let's just play this out. So it doesn't get fixed. Am I just gonna humble my butt back to here?
No, you're going to keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that the quad is shot, I don't get to see my crew again until mile 283. And we are only at mile 217, which is not overly motivating when you're in, the worst condition of your life.
Just put your knee at like 90 degrees, my friend.
But eventually, Christy, she had a call with my physiotherapist back home, and Angie did some research or just told Christy, you got to tape it up this particular way.
How does that feel? Just to start.
Good.
And I remember walking out of there, and at this point the sun was rising, and I just remember really just not thinking that it was possible.
All right. Thanks, guys. Love you guys.
Love you too.
All right.
You got it.
Go.
Let's go. You got this, man.
So the next section we leave there, I leave there with Tyler. Tyler's back in. It's been a while since I've seen Tyler, and Tyler and I have all of these miles to do.
What's up, guys? We are setting out on the second longest unsupported or uncrewed, I should say, section of the race. It's 66 miles across 3 aid stations. So we won't see crew for the next 24 hours or so. But after we do, he only has about one 15-mile section left to the finish. So he's doing amazing. He's trying to stay cool, keep him hydrated, and attack this next section one at a time. Thank you guys for following along. Kids' lives are being changed one step at a time.
We get to the next aid station at about 1:20 p.m. Have a quick little lay down. I mean, I didn't sleep. We did eat again though. We ate more ramen. I mean, it was like a cup of ramen, probably 200 calories in ramen, and some Coke and some cold water, because the water in every section, because it's so hot, we're just running through the desert, there's zero shade, is getting so warm, like piss warm, and your electrolytes are just absolutely destroying your mouth. And Tyler was absolutely amazing in this hard section. Just like, you know, you were doing so good, bro. Just keep going. You know, you're just keep doing what you're doing. He didn't have to be overly inspiring, because I didn't need that. He just like, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's just keep moving. The way I reflect back is like the experience of what good, or the level of what good was probably like 50% of what it could have been. But like, that was just the new normal. And we just had to take the blessing that we had at the hand, which was, listen, the legs are moving, the legs are letting us run, right? And although it hurts like way more than it could, this is, at least we're moving twice as fast as we could.
All right, Brady is 242 miles into the Arizona Monster 300. That's officially the furthest he has ever gone, further than Moab 240.
By this point in the race, like, even reflecting back is hard, because the brain is so fried. I mean, you know, this is by far already the longest that I've ever gone. We're into the 5th night. I've only ever gone 4. These sections are 16, 18 miles long. So like, you don't see anybody. You're just with you and your pacer out there for 6 to 8 hours.
Brady, that's 10. How do you feel after dirt nap number 2? Maybe I need one.
I'll hopefully survive till the aid station.
Yeah, but what, 6-7 miles to go?
Yeah.
I just remember that night going, and it's like, hey, you're only 4 miles away, right? Like, 4 miles should only take you, you know, if we were just running on the street, it would take me, 40 minutes. Well, 4 miles in the middle of the night, when you haven't slept really for days and days and days on end, it feels like an eternity. Like, the miles could not, it's almost like torture, like Chinese torture. Like, everything's just going so slow, and you're in such sleep deprivation state that it literally feels like time's stopping on you. And so I would have to, at this point, at those last 2 hours getting into that aid station, I was having a 5-minute power nap on the dirt every hour, just to get the body to go enough to get to that next aid station. I remember getting into that next aid station. There was only myself and one other runner in there, and the other runner hadn't slept more or less for the entire race, and they were contemplating jumping off a cliff because they thought they were in a game.
I was going to dive off the cliff to prove reality wasn't real. Luckily, I didn't do that.
Well, I'd been with you for 40-something hours, so I said, this is a little off. You're wanting to jump off a cliff to get out of the dream. Is that problem now?
We came down here and thought I was going to have to fight the devil, bro.
0.50 miles. It's right there. So what's the issue? 15 miles, so we're at the very end right here.
The issue is I remember everything.
Yeah. 14.
But this makes sense.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to a minor league baseball game, and then I thought I was going to hell. Josh, this is an important message to all the viewers. Don't ever fucking quit.
We left right around 7 a.m. in the morning, that aid station. So the sun had rose, thankfully. At this point, we're 262 miles into the race, 22 miles further than I've ever gone. Thank God the quad actually worked for that last day. And so we basically have one more day, right? It's like, you can almost see the end. And I had just so much hope, and I just like, you know, I felt good when I went to bed. I'm like, hey, if we can just do that one more day, we're on the right track, right? And I remember we're probably like 2 miles into that next section, which was a 21-mile section, and the quad started to act up again.
It's like, just feels like someone's stabbing a knife into it. We're like 5.5 miles into the run here on Tuesday, and it's okay. And my quad's starting to act up a bit more, so this tape's been on for over 24 hours, and you can see that it was like kind of coming off. So we're going to take a stab at retaping it, and hopefully it tightens everything back up the way it's supposed to be, so we can run pain-free. Right now it's starting to, like, every time I go down a step, it's starting to feel not quite like a knife, but something like that. Maybe a butter knife. Let's go with a butter knife. Butter knife being stabbed into the quad.
And it just, I mean, at this point, we still had 17 miles to go, and it was just, you know, at least the good news at this point is, like, now although we still have 40 some odd mile, or around 40 miles to go, like, it's not like it was 100 anymore, right? Like, thank God we had the ability to run that prior day.
All right, we're doing some physio here on the trail. This quad is jacked up again. I think you can go tighter now. Okay.
And I really had to just remember, like, why I was doing this. You know, it was just so bad. I had to continuously reflect on the purpose. Like, this is bigger than me. The reason, if this wasn't for the right reasons, I would have quit long ago.
Okay, so quad worked sort of okay yesterday, but then today just locked back up. So it's not quite as bad as what it's been normally. It's like maybe 50% better, but you can't go down steep hills.
No, it's the downhill stuff that's really bugging?
Yeah. I can still climb okay, but going downhill, if it's steep, then it's just like a knife stabbing.
Dude, you're so close to the finish. Can you taste it?
Oh, fuck. Yep, I can.
What are you thinking for game plan?
Yeah, I don't think I might just have like a 20-minute like a little cat nap. I should just eat, and then this guy's gonna retape my toes and my thing.
So we started yesterday morning about 9:30 or so, and just wrapped up today about 3:30. So pushing 30 hours. Course was brutal. It was hot. Very exposed. Felt like we were getting absolutely cooked, and that's what partially they think it's heat rash, but also contact allergy with plants, I guess, dust, pollen.
When did that happen, man?
Started during the night last night, and then progressed today as the sun came out and got worse. So it's probably
you've been walking with that all day.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then I was told that at a different aid station it was plants, so I put on these black pants, which is all I had. Well, then it started to cook in the sun. So, yeah, I don't know, the last several hours was miserable.
It's time to go. Oh, he was waiting. The medic's gonna come and tape your feet up.
So at this point, it's probably in like 23rd place. Like, do I really care about being top 25, or do I want to try see if I can run this thing out? And we just made a decision. Let's just put the heat pad back on it. Let's retape everything. Let's do everything that we did to get the thing running, because the pain is not worth it. It's that bad that I would, even only 13 miles away from the finish line, it was worth trying to get it to not hurt.
So Brady just got a 30-minute nap and he is ready to roll. We have about 2,074 feet of gain and 2,313 feet of loss. Dude, I am pumped to bring him home. I'm excited. It's all about how fast he can move with how his body feels, but I think he's excited and ready to finish.
All right, I think we're good.
What do you got to say to all those people when you're
Thank
getting
you.
in the remaining miles?
Thank you so much. Oh, and make your donations. All right, we need to. I know a couple of you guys are going to message you directly, but we need help still getting in like 30 extra grand. So all you got to do is DM somebody, and I guarantee you'll get $1,000 checks.
Thank you all very much, man.
Thank
go.
you.
Woo!
Last time.
Go, Brady.
Let's go.
91 out.
91 out, gotcha.
Going that way?
Yep. He can still run.
We leave that aid station and we turn right, and when we should have turned left. So we ended up running a mile out of the way, realized it, because I'm like, this is way too easy. Like, if this is it, and I remember envisioning where Patagonia is, I'm like, bro, are we in the right place? And Caleb's like, oh crap. So we turned around, we got back to where we were. So we added an extra 2 miles. And the unfortunate thing is the quad didn't get fixed. Like, it was just brutal. And it was insane to watch these other runners. Like, they were on like seventh heaven, running back by faster than they were probably starting the race. And I was just like, oh, it just hurt so bad. And like kind of hurt the ego a little bit. But at the end of the day, like Tyler and I, or Caleb and I just kept on saying, yeah, but like, did they raise $300,000? And there's not one other person and there's not one person in that race that can say that they, helped grant 30 wishes to kids. And that's what mattered, right? At that point, it's like, we were actually telling ourselves that for that whole next day. None of this actually matters. What matters is the children. And what matters is that, the kids, the kids' families, right? Like, think about that memory. That's what matters, right? And so if they can suffer, I can suffer for an extra 4 hours. We saw another beautiful sunset though, right? We gave glory to God. We were blessed and thankful for us to be out there. We just more thankful to be almost to be over, because I tell you, that was by far the hardest thing. Like, those miles at the end were brutal. And if I just wouldn't do that just for fun. Not that it's even fun, but like, there's no way I would just have done that just for myself.
What's going on, buddy?
It's been a living hell.
Yeah?
Oh, dude. Well, you'll get to see it.
This last portion has been his Goliath.
But guess what, man? We're at the home stretch now.
I'd rather sit in a pile of thorns than go down a hill.
I'll be honest, there's a few more hills.
I know, there's only like 0.7 miles.
Yeah, left on this, and then we're on the road.
Yeah.
Then it's easy going.
Yeah. It's like, it hurts so bad, makes you feel sick.
Still that left leg?
Yeah.
Or is it both of them now?
No, it's the left leg. Thank God. I would be getting a helicopter if it was both of them. I don't know the right way to do this. Ow! But it just sucks. Which direction are we going?
To remind yourself of the purpose. It hurts.
Finish line should be right here. Can't believe that it's over and that we did it. Big team effort. I mean, you saw how many people DNF'd the first day and the second day. Well, you have to have a pretty strong why to make sure you kind of keep going through that day after day after day after day. I think a lot of us need to even just do a more basic version of this in our real life, and it doesn't even need to be, it doesn't need to be fitness related, but just anything that you're gonna do is really connect the why to it. And if your self isn't big enough, then oftentimes almost all the time, when you do something for others, it is way more satisfying than when you do it for yourself. That's like 100% true.
Congratulations, Brady McDonald. You are the next finisher of the Arizona Monster 300. Welcome back.
Let's go, Brady!
Yeah.
You did the thing.
Did the thing.
Congratulations.
That was hard.
That's what you wanted it to be.
Wow. What's up, bro? Hey, come here. I'm just cold. Come here. Oh, that was hard. Thank you, everybody, for celebrating like that. Fantastic. Yeah, I say not everybody that's going to watch this is a runner, but everybody goes through hard things in life. Some of them are intentional, and some of them are unintentional. But the one thing that makes the biggest difference is finding the right purpose. And the purpose generally isn't going to be about yourself, because it's a study fact that if you help somebody else, if you do something for somebody else, you're going to get a much better feeling than if you did the exact same thing for yourself. So my challenge for everybody would be to reflect into this video and just to understand that every day there was countless moments where I wouldn't have wanted to move forward, but when I focused on the purpose and who I was doing this for, and the 30 children's lives that we're going to be able to grant their wishes to, and their families, well, that was the purpose that I needed to keep moving forward and to keep putting in the effort. And I think it's you could do the same thing in your life, and so maybe you get connected to a charity, or just maybe it's an elderly lady down the street and you start helping her, taking her garbage out. Like there's a million different ways to help people, and I think by doing that you'll have a greater purpose for something bigger than yourself, and you can really change your life as well as the world. And so I think that's what this is about. It wasn't just me. I had to put in the miles, but I had crew, I had pacers, and there's probably 500 people supporting on social media, and you know, really rallying to make this happen, because we raised $300,000 for the charity Make-A-Wish, purely because we knew it was going to impact 30 kids' lives, right? And so that's what purpose looks like. So I hope this is just a good example for you to do it in your own life.
Fuck yeah, dude. Proud of you.
Thanks, brother. Well, thank you very much for watching this documentary. I'm extremely grateful to tell you that we raised over $300,000 by running this race, by creating this documentary. But we're just getting started. Starting July 25th, I'll be running 50 kilometers, that's 31 miles, an ultramarathon in all 50 states in 50 consecutive days. And I'm going to be doing this with my entire family on an RV, and it's going to be an insane, hard adventure. This is all part of the 0 to 100 Wishes project, where we're trying to raise the rest of the $1 million to grant 100 wishes to give to critically sick children. And we're not going to do this alone. So if you have an extra $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000, every $10,000 raised grants another wish. So if you can check out the link down below, you can make that donation down there, and make sure you follow along. We are creating a 50-part YouTube series documenting the entire adventure. All right, so we want you to come and join us. If you're in one of the cities, you can go to 0to100wishes.com for our complete calendar. Please come out and join us on a run. We'd love that too. But again, if you can donate, we'd love your support. And I'd like to give one final shout out to the title sponsor for this video, Advanced Longevity. Thank you very much for making this possible.